Good morning, my math wizards. All right, kindergarten. Today we are going to do the additional practice for what we learned yesterday. So we started this unit with practicing our subtraction strategies. So we know when we have Gus the plus, we are working with two groups and adding them together. So group 1 plus group 2. With Linus the minus, he is sneaky and he likes to steal things. He likes to take away. So when we have Linus the minus, we know we are counting down. So your numbers get smaller. When we're adding with Gus the plus, we're counting up on the number line. Our number gets bigger. Then we looked at how to decompose. What does the word decompose mean? It means to break down. So if I have 5 apples, how can I break that down or decompose it into group 1 plus group 2? So I start with the whole number and I turn it into group 1 and group 2. So how many can go in group 1? How many can go in group 2? There's different ways we can do that. 3 and 2, 1 and 4, 5 and 0. There's different ways to break apart a number. Then we moved on and we talked about yesterday how to make numbers. So that's composing. So when we are making numbers, we're looking at what group 1 and group 2 can make 5. So to make 5, we can have 4 and 1 equals 5, or 3 plus 2 equals 5. All the same skill. Just looking at it a different way. 1, we're starting with the whole number first, 5, decomposing, and then breaking it into 2 groups. When we're looking at making a number, we're looking at what 2 groups put together equal the whole. So let's take a look at our additional practice. Make sure you have your worksheet in front of you. First thing I do is always the same. I pick up my pencil and write my name, friends. All right, I'm going to write my name. Please make sure you write your name on your paper. Otherwise, I do not know whose it is. And we always take pride in our work. We do our very best. We do not scribble on the paper. We take our time and do our best work to show what we know. So today, you're going to need your worksheet. You need a pencil, and you need a pink and blue. Sorry about that. Pink and blue crayon. So please make sure you have a pink and blue crayon with you for this today. So let's review. When we talk about making a number, so to make 7, there's different ways you can make, or you can show how to make 6 and 7. Yep, 6, 7. Let's get it over with. 6, 7. All right, it's away. Let's move on. So to make 7, here they've showed us 2 and 5 make 7. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's count them all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here, this also makes 7. They've changed our group. So our group 1 has 1, 2, 3. Our group 2 has 1, 2, 3, 4. Because 3 and 4 also make 7. So let's look down here at number 1. Make sure you have your pink and blue crayon. How can you make 6? Color the triangles using pink and blue to show 3 and 3 is 6. So if I want to show 3 and 3 is 6, I'm going to color my first group, pink. I'm going to start with pink, is 3. I can even look at this equation. I see my groups are 3 and 3. So I'm going to color those first triangles, 3 triangles, pink. All right, there's my first triangle. See how I nicely, there we go. I nicely colored these. I didn't just scribble across, right? I nicely colored inside the triangles. So there's my first group, 3. So, and 3. So now I'm going to switch to my next color, my group 2 color. I had my group 1 color. Now I have my group 2 color, my blue. And I'm going to color the rest of the triangles blue. There we go. So now my picture matches the equation. It shows how 3 and 3 make 6. My group 1 is pink. My group 2 is blue. All right. If you need to pause this because you need a little extra time, that's okay. Go ahead and pause it and then press play when you're ready to get back to it. Let's look at the second one here. We've got triangles. How can you make 6? Use 2 colors, which we're going to stick with our pink and our blue through this whole thing. Use 2 colors to show a way to make 6. Write an equation to match. Well, we already showed that 3 and 3 make 6. So let's show a different way. I'm going to start with my group 1 color. That's pink. And I'm going to start. All right, so I colored that one. I'm going to go here. All right, so there's my group 1, and I'm going to go ahead and switch to my group 2 color here because I don't want to have the same as up here. We're trying to show different ways, different groups that together make 6. So now I'm going to color the rest of these. This is a little tricky upside down like this, but I'm going to do my best. Ooh, that's okay. I made a little scribble outside the line. All right, now let's finish. Remember, you have to use all of the picture. All right, so now we need to complete the equation to match. So I'm going to use my group 1 crayon to fill in what my group 1 is. My group 1 has how many? 2. So I'm going to write the number 2. How many does mine? I'm going to change to my group 2 color, blue. Bless you. How many? Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to use my group 2 color to write my group 2 has 4. So we've showed that 2 plus 4 equals 6. It makes 6. Got it? Good job. Now let's flip it over. Aha. This is going to be trickier. So we're going to do this together. Are you ready? How can you make 7? Draw counters to show 2 ways to make 7. Then write the equation to match. So I'm going to get my pencil. I'm going to draw right above this equation. You can see you have 2 equations here. Right above this equation, I'm going to draw 7 counters because we're trying to show ways to make 7. So I'm going to draw my 7 counters. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I kept all these counters right above this equation because if I draw all my counters across the whole page and I take up all of this space, I'm not going to be able to draw another way and show another way to make 7. So this picture of 7 counters is going to match this equation that we're going to finish. So now I'm going to make my groups. I drew my 7 counters. I'm going to make my groups. I'm going to draw a line right here. I have group 1 and group 2, and I'm going to write my equation. So my group 1 has 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's write our number 4 for group 1. Remember, we got Gus the plus, group 1 plus group 2. All right, group 2 has how many? How many does it have?
3.
Yep, 3. So we're going to write 3 right here for group 2. Great job. So now we showed 4 plus 3 equals 7. So now I want to show a different way. So when they ask for a different way, that means different numbers. We should not have the same picture or the same equation, okay? We want different, not the same. So let's draw our 7 counters because we're drawing a different way to make 7. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so see, this group is here. This group of counters matches here. So now we're going to start with a different way. I know I don't want 4 in my first group. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw my line to make my 2 groups here. My first group has
2.
2. We're going to write 2 for group 1. Let's count how many my next group has. Ready? Group 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, great job. So now I'm going to write 5 for my group 2. So now we showed two different ways that we can make 7. I showed that 4 plus 3 makes 7, and we also showed that 2 plus 5 makes 7. All right, now we're gonna come here and we're gonna do the same thing, but for 6. I'm gonna do the first one with you, and then I want you to show a different way to do it over here. So over here, how can we make 6? Show two different ways. Draw counters and then write the equation to match. So we're showing 6, so we're gonna start by drawing our 6 counters. Remember, I'm gonna draw these counters right above this equation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now let's start. I'm going to draw a line right here. What is my group 1? How many does it have?
1.
Awesome job. Ready? 1 for group 1 plus group 2. How many does my group 2 have? 1. Oh, they already know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we always count to double check, right? So I'm going to draw my 5 right here for group 2. My group 2 has 5. So this picture shows 1 plus 5 equals 6. 1 plus 5 equals 6. So now over here, what's a different way we can make 6? Let's start by drawing our 6 counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want you to draw a line to separate to make your 2 groups different than 1 and 5, and then you need to write your equation to match. Okay. Make sure you've completed all of this. Make sure your name is on it before you get it turned in and checked, okay? You need to make sure you put your pencil away, and please make sure your crayons are put away before you're all done, all right? I had fun today, friends. I love using crayons. I will see you next time.